subscribers. Lovely! That's lovely. I'm actually happy I'm getting subscribers. Am I live yet? Am I live? Hang on. Am I live? I'm getting myself distracted. Salami. It's a fucking going there. Yeah, I'm killing myself and I don't even know what I'm live. Oh, it says I'm streaming. Yep, it says I'm streaming. Was it select stream? Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Hello everyone to the stream. This is Telenox has entered real space. We're continuing what's left of Horse Salami. And we're trying to get access to as much stuff as possible. Oh, that's the good fucking donkey. Okay. We're gonna have to bring the Gobblebot. We're gonna have to bring the Gobblebot if we're gonna stop this. We have no other choice of doing it. We made a massive mistake. And we have to learn from it. Got a Gobblebot! We've got a Gobblebot. That's all that matters. We have lost an orc. That is not good in any matter of form. So this ain't good. That fucking shouldn't have attacked. Oh! Oh! What are we dealing with? Nothing dangerous. Gobblebot goes in first,
Your dungeon is being attacked. Oh, got a bit ahead of myself there. Tension's all gone, don't worry. Everything's fine. You don't have to build any further defenses. Another gold transport was stopped by the creatures of the vile evil.
Get you. We need at least 3 orcs. We have nothing else. Gobblebot's returned. Don't have many toolboxes, but at least we can start making doors. So we've got the Gobblebot just working back to front. Plus 1 armor. It's kind of useless. What am I supposed to do? Regeneration rate. I'll have
The Horde was preparing to attack one of the cities, but the reluctant evil did not feel quite strong enough. The next task was to take care of the unicorn, as this evil deed would help to strengthen its army.
Yeah, I hate no so much. Suck. Now to consistently level our monsters, there's two ways of doing it. There is killing heroes, which is what we're doing now, or killing monsters, like just killing in general. And then there's another. And that's what we're going to find out soon. We need more capital. We need more gold. That's what we have. So, the idea is the monsters we have now is what we get. Any further problems, we can't really just rely on.
The entrance to the old orc cave was in this area of the overworld. The ultimate evil instructed its creatures to enter. They were to look for something useful to fight the unicorn.
But that's fine. We'll deal with that later, because honestly, we need to get stuff done. We can't do anything else.
The creatures of the ultimate evil entered the orc cave, referred to as DF9, with trepidation. Due to the greed of its owners, this ambitious building project had never quite been finished. However, there was bound to be something here that would prove useful in defeating the unicorn. At least, that's what the strategy guide kept saying.
We're not gonna deal with chance to land a critical hit. That'll work.
It's payday.
How about you just see the dot? Better?
Once again, a banker got into difficulty and shouted loudly for government support. A gold convoy started making its way along Wall Street.
Let's try and stop that. No, actually no, there's nothing we can do.
An orc emerged from the darkness, muttering, "Right, show me what you've got then." He started attacking the creatures of the ultimate evil.
We're gonna have to prepare to fight. Now we've got a defense.
After a tough battle, the mysterious orc was slain. What was all that about? Suddenly the corpse of the orc began to disintegrate. At the same time, something could be seen moving by that strange altar in the orc cave. Was that his spirit floating in the air over there? After a few seconds, the strange altar appeared to set the orc free.
It would seem he had risen from the dead. He now happily joined the Horde, having ensured their fighting skills were up to scratch. This strange altar was impressive. Perhaps the ultimate evil would soon be able to build something like this in its own dungeon, once it had inspired its monsters through an act of evil.
The hungry evil was in the mood for horse salami. The time had come to get rid of the unicorn.
Salami. Don't know why I find that so funny.
Avoid the fratricidal war. Each sliver of a soul exists in its own right.
Him again? Good grief, can't he and his pseudo-mystical babbling go somewhere else? We're trying to tell a story here.
Let's kill the dwarf warrior. That's gonna take fucking ages. Do more damage? Fucking annoying. We'll wait here. Horse salami. Well, we're gonna be hunting this fucking beast. $120. Get him! We want some horse salami. Now, all the chieftains in the endgame are going to be your frontliners. The ultimate frontliners. You can get these orcs to be very handy. We got it.
Payday! The vicious evil's horde fervently destroyed one of the gold transports and greedily helped themselves to its contents.
Okay.
Suddenly, the creatures of the abominable evil itched all over and started scratching their backs. This was bound to have been caused by the presence of the nauseatingly good unicorn rubbing off on them.
Oh great, we lost the Naga. I didn't know the unicorn could cast that spell twice.
Nailed it. The horde's bloodthirsty monsters killed the disgustingly fluffy unicorn on behalf of the ensconced evil.
I'm fucking
The
screenshotting
truth,
that.
this meant only
Let's
one thing.
process the unicorn into
Horse
salami.
But wait, that's not all. This evil deed completely delighted the horde and inspired it to new evil deeds. The ultimate evil was now able to get its servants to upgrade the throne room. This would give access to more fabulously diabolical things. The ultimate evil returned to its throne room at once and had it upgraded immediately. The swanky evil's new throne room shone in all its glory. The evil immediately checked out the other rooms, particularly the Tinkerer's Cave, to see what new things its creatures would be able to research now.
The strange altar in the old Orc cave was fascinating. With the new and improved throne room and a little brain power, it would presumably not be beyond the wit of the ultimate evil to build one in its own dungeon. There, it could be made available to all its creatures.
The evil and heinous acts perpetrated by the ultimate evil left the cities feeling threatened, and they hired extra guards to protect them. The amused evil sniggered as it noticed this.
Oh, love. That should be fine. Oh, right. They haven't summoned a... Yeah, we can expand our hospital quickly. We're gonna need it. You know, I just finished playing one of the hardest missions in Dungeons 3. So I'm expecting this to be a lot fucking faster. Not to get like...
Once again, a
Yeah,
gold transport
completely
was
different.
required.
I've got a dwarf warrior. Horse. Regeneration rate +2. That's really good. I'm actually gonna wait for them just to move to our area and see what they do.
Some creatures had been hiding in a secret room. They joined
Would you look
the
at that?
ultimate evil.
That's just what we needed. We need to get double gobble production. And if so, we can get another gobblebot running. Well, not a gobblebot, but we can get the gobblebot to move to the area. What a horse salami tastes like. It must taste really nice. %90 boredom. I mean, just get on. Where's our... He's constructing stuff, so...
It's payday.
Horse salami. I'm actually gonna try this. Oh! It's actually really good. Ice cream pop. That's actually quite refreshing. Yeah, we'll get the maximum snots. There's no other way of saying it. Having 10 snots is just better than... Oh, it's the best. Yeah, that's why it's gonna take a while. Why do I have horse salami stuck on me? Horse salami.
Goes without saying that the servants of the ultimate evil intercepted this gold transport as well.
Lovely. There's a lot of regeneration rate. You. As for further research, yeah, let's talk more beer. Research, definitely. Not enough gold. Let's do some basic. We're gonna need more than 1,000 gold to get that resource. That's why we're taking our time for a bit here. So,
Another bank required government help. Immediately, a gold-laden donkey headed out onto Wall Street.
now that's trouble. That is trouble. Got the cover. Sounded like revolution.
Payday.
Warrior princess are really fucking dangerous. He's spending gold right. I don't know which one I like more, the double bot in this game or in the third game. Because in the third game, it has less, it feels like it's less damage. It might be, like, but the goblin gets to live, and then you retreat, and then you get into another gobble bot. But, I don't know. It's complicated to say the least. The Lancer. Ah, just to do with a fucking halberd is really good. Is the dwarf warrior just weak? No, he has more armor, but they have more health.
There were still cities waiting to be annihilated by the Horde.
We lose the gobblebot, that's it. You can't get tier 3 monsters, you can only get tier 2. Orcs I can replace. Orcs I can replace. The Orc Chieftain and Gobblebot I cannot. That's fine. When is it done? Oh great, didn't do the fucking research. This
The
time
vicious evil's horde fervently destroyed one of the gold transports and greedily helped themselves to its contents.
we lost it. Yeah, I don't like losing monsters. I love them all too much to hit them and slap them and pull them. I don't know. Just something. let's focus on making the arena.
The ultimate evil still had to expand the arena in order to make it really useful. A fighting pit would enable it to improve one of its creatures and train them to be an even better fighter. Exercise equipment would allow its minions to relax and ensure they didn't get bored. The strange altar was finally researched and ready to be built. Soon, any creatures who were stupid enough to die in the overworld could be brought back to life. That is, if it were desirable to do so. It's payday.
None of you get paid, you worthless slobs.
Once again, a gold transport was required.
That is a lot easier to work with. Just generally. I only like in all of Dungeons 2 you only need 2 fighting pits. Fighting pits get more important in the 3rd game because that's the only way to have the level more efficiently, but that's about it.
A fighting pit had been built. The secretive evil immediately grabbed one of its creatures and threw the wretch into it in order to be trained.
We can only have level
Sounds strange, doesn't it? But that's exactly what happened.
The ultimate evil had decided how to train the creature and got the dummy dancing. Or rather, its creature got the dummy dancing. The training dummy, that is.
One of the creatures found himself in the fighting pit, and somewhat reluctantly, after being convinced via the persuasive power of violence, began training.
The generous evil had placed a few bits of training equipment into the arena. These were set to effectively transform the monsters from wobbly jellies into pert, crisp vegetables. Sweaty creatures would have no time to get bored.
That means you have to convert all of our creatures into strongholds. Which I'm fine with. So, having way stronger creatures...
Mission accomplished. The creature had finished its training and evolved. Smugly, the ultimate evil patted itself on the back. The cities had still not all been wiped from the face of the overworld. It was time that the lazy evil finally got around to doing something about it.
The fairies aren't going to be a problem. They are not. Proud ones. However, I am going to have another hit. Having resurrection. fucking kidding me, right? Just getting. One move! Of course. The horse is taking the hit of. Kill the fairy! Oh my god. We lost. We lost. I hate that. I honestly do hate that. We lost 2 high-level monsters to a horse, a fairy, a druid, and a warrior princess. I'm not happy.
It's payday.
Fuck it. We're gonna throw the fuck. We're gonna throw our people at them. No, you're going for the fairy. You're gonna stab her in the fucking head with that sword. I'm gonna make that clear. That fairy is gonna get the sword through her head. I'm sick of fucking hypnotizing. I hate hypnotizing monsters. Right, we have done stuff successfully.
Another gold transport was stopped by the creatures of the vile evil.
Alright. You go and do the training. Right, I'm just happy we've managed to just regain our monsters without losing anything substantial. Although I do have hatred for fairies. Okay. We'll train another monster.
The tedious evil had still not destroyed all the cities, and by now had exceeded the time frame the developers had designated for this task. This was not going to be helpful for its high score at all. Oh, wait. The city by the forest and its lumber camp held up well, but were not able to tactically outwit the dastardly evil's genius. And so the city was destroyed by the Horde. The question now arose whether the Horde should start felling trees here, or whether that would enrage the night elves. What? Night elves? Oh, wrong game. Apologies.
Like that. Another water sheet. The master thief. Okay, have we got the orc chieftain up and running? Yeah.
Once again, a banker got into difficulty and shouted loudly for government support. A gold convoy started making its way along Wall Street.
Meet up in the middle. 3 orc chieftain ready for fighting. Generator. Master thief. There we go. Well, I processed the unicorn into salami. Best title in the game. Giving our orcs regeneration was a really good idea. Forward instances. Okay, we're gonna have faster. Let's get another goblin. Train him to be in a second. Just what we're doing, right? That should be a little better. Get another orc and train him up just better. Yes, that worked very much Now, we have the advantage. Well, we should have the advantage. Stay behind. The Gobblebot is going to do the AoE. We're going to let one of the... Yeah, we've got a lot of good high-level rolls. That's really handy.
Payday.
Research has been done, so we get faster resurrections. The best thing about Naga is you only need 4. You only need 4 for any type of task. Or basic tasks. You only need 2 trolls, and you only need at least 2 goblins. Orcs are going to be like your main thing. Okay, he's gonna die. No, fuck it. Fine. Fine. He's gonna die. Kill the warrior princesses. That's what I care. Horse can just die whenever. We're gonna have
Goes without saying that the servants of the ultimate evil intercepted this gold transport as well.
new training. That is all of our monsters that have trained properly. And I think I'll just get another Naga. Yep, get another Naga. Get her training now. We'll have like a few healers in the front. I love regeneration so fucking much. It is so handy to have. Because your monsters can just recover the fastest way possible. And it makes things so much easier. Because this is all we need now. Kill the gnomes! Never receives any pay. One of the 99.
The cities had still not all been wiped from the face of the overworld. It was time that the lazy evil finally got around to doing something about it.
Kill the fairy. We're gonna give her the diplomacy of sword through head.
Required government help. Immediately, a gold-laden donkey headed out onto Wall Street. A horrified expression crossed the ultimate evil's face when it discovered that all the chickens from its chicken farm had been eaten. What were its creatures going to eat next? Wait a moment. Chickens? Oh, what's that in the game? Got confused.
Because they have a high recovery rate. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. That's fine. Once they get resurrected, they can just come back out. And that's what I like. This allows them to have high regenerative. Cook 'em! Roast 'em! I don't care! Kill the druid!
Payday.
Somehow the druid can do a high amount of damage! It works, I guess.
The vicious evil's horde fervently destroyed one of the gold transports and greedily helped themselves to its contents.
Let's dig. 2 healers are gone. With my time. End game, orbs are still quite handy to have. Right. Oh, would you look at that? Another one. Should we attack? No, I'm gonna wait for another convoy and then attack.
There were still cities waiting to be annihilated by the Horde. Once again, a banker got into difficulty and shouted loudly for government support. A gold convoy started making its way along Wall Street.
Oh!
Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
Did you look at that? From another area. 2 fairies and 2 friends. Remember, incentive to stab them in the face with sword. Careful. Now we're going to attack. How dare
Another gold
they?
transport was stopped by the creatures of the vile evil.
How dare they send support to their fellows? How dare they? They're not allowed. Oh. Our monsters have gained enough XP just to kill everything. Go for the fairies! Get him! Kill the fairies! We're gonna go. I don't care if you die. Killing the fairies will do us all sorts of good. There we go.
The small fishing village offered little resistance against the Horde.
Oh,
The thought of getting the
wait.
fishermen to work for it was quickly rejected by a doubtful evil. It was concerned that the Horde would get too used to something so tasty.
Alright.
It's payday.
Get him! Slap a hawk. Horse. Okay, we're financially recovering from whatever it is. all of our monsters die, you have a greater chance of just having them all come back 100%.
Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Oh, we found our money problem.
The tedious evil had still not destroyed all the cities, and by now had exceeded the time frame the developers had designated for this task. This was not going to be helpful for its high score at all. Oh, wait, what? No high score? Oh, well, just completely ignore that then.
No, that's an evil one. I'm gonna have beer for all. We got all the financials.
A happy dwarven song extolling the virtues of gold was heard echoing through the corridors. The deaf evil would have found it anyway, thanks to its bustling little snots. Quick action was required before those greedy little rascals started helping themselves to the gold reserves. The final dwarf gasped his last greedy gold before hitting the ground. The underground and the treasures of the hoarding evil were safe for the time It's payday.
To battle!
Could not withstand the marauding horde and became victim to the bloodthirsty warriors. The survivors would be allowed to continue working in the quarry. They'd just be made to do it in chains to please the insidious evil. Mission accomplished. The unicorn graced the ultimate evil's mantelpiece. The cities lay in ruins and Wall Street was occupied. 99% of the mission objectives had been completed. Wait, no, it's 100%. Excellent! Troubled by the lack of control it was able to exert, the ultimate evil was on the trail of the mage Gandaldor, one of the treacherous heroes who had banished it. Evil had followed him into a craggy valley, which was home to some trolls. Here the magician would utter his last spell.
Alright. This will be the end of the stream today. And I will see you all next time.